all right, you said something that was insightful. You said this is going to be bigger than when Michael Jackson went against the music industry.
I believe so.
Michael and Prince, when Prince had Slave on his face.
Yeah, I believe so.
The money is bigger.
Not only is the money bigger, we get access to the information quicker. There wasn't social media; it wasn't heavy back then. We can read the actual petition. We can read the actual lawsuit in minutes as it comes out. We can go back and track everything. I think Drake has been dropping little, breadcrumbs throughout his music over the last year and a half that is going to point directly to this situation. And I just think that it's interesting that the guy that people paint as, the soft, light-skinned guy from Canada is now doing something that I don't think no other artist has the balls to do.
He's going against the industry.
He's going against not only the industry, the label that he has kept the lights on for over 15 years.
Yeah.
So he's really a hero in this situation.
We ought to see.
As far as I just think that it's William Wallace pretty much.
Right? Yeah, I think it speaks to his character more than anything right now. I think it's like, oh shit, like word, like you taking Lucy in the court.
But for the people, because I already know the comments, they're gonna be like, oh, y'all glazing, yeah.
No matter what you say, you glazing.
No matter what you say, like
these are just facts, man.
Yeah. Let's be real and hand
on the table, and then whatever y'all want to say.
That battle without the backing of Universal, like this shit happened with 50 when 50 and Iveen went at each other. It's the same shit, just a different decade.
But Kendrick did fight a tactical, strategic fight and had dope lyrics and dope songs.
Nobody's taking nothing away from that.
Okay,
Nobody's saying he didn't. What Drake, I believe, is saying is, the business did something in this moment that directly
to make it bigger,
tarnish my brand.
Not only that, but I have contract. You think that Beyonce's home would be allowed to put a picture of Beyonce's home would be allowed on DSPs with sex offender marks above it?
Come on, bro.
These are things that happen, and we're not paying attention to that. We thinking it's just a battle. I'm more than positive that the biggest artist in his world has some language in his contracts where what the DSPs did with that photo was definitely against his contract.
Yeah.
I'm more than positive because again, this is big, this is $1 billion business.
Yeah.
This is not the average artist. This is the biggest artist in the world. One of the biggest artists in the world. One of the three, him, Taylor, Beyonce, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
that's the real big three.
That's the real big three. So we want to talk big three.
That's the real.
So this is big three business that we are now seeing. This is a big three war that we're seeing right now. This is what happens when one of the big three decides, the labels did some bullshit and I'm gonna make them pay for it.
On the other side, and some of the mistakes that he made when you talk to him, did you ever be like, bro, you going crazy, like fucking everybody girl, so you should stop? Or
that type of I don't get into none of that, man. All of that, that's I stay out of that, man. My conversations are very it's just I don't speak to him the same way I'm speaking to y'all, bro. It's conversations, bro. Like I don't get into that.
So from you
don't do no messy convo no way.
You saw Meek tweeted?
No.
He pretty much said like, I'm paraphrasing, but like I told y'all, talking about the bots, because he had complained that bots was he complained that bots was tearing down his image, and Meek, he's had a tough time, right? So he was saying that a lot of this shit is not real, and it's internet is fueled by bots, and so he's kind of getting some validation from Drake making his claim, because he's like, when I said it, they said I was crazy, but now Drake is saying it, like, so they're pretty much saying that there are the same thing that happened with the election, right? This is deeper than rap, because this happened with Russia influencing the election, and Mark Zuckerberg had to go in front of Congress. This isn't conspiracy. This is actual facts that this actually does happen, where users are on social media that are not real users, that are very vocal in comments, and that persuades 50% public of the opinion. Audience. So if I put a post up and 90 comments are negative, somebody looking at it's just human nature, you're going to tend to start looking at that post negative, be negative, and that gets the stream rolling. So that happens in real life. Like I said, it happened in the presidential election. So now they're saying this is actually being curated in the music industry. That's interesting. And Drake is saying that that's one of the reasons why that song became so big, because it shaped public perception once the momentum got moving on social media.
And I think that the fact that it shaped public perception, but again, and this is something that I said from the very start of this. Love Kendrick fans, support Kendrick.
Yeah.
But him calling one of the biggest artists in the world a certified pedophile, to me, that was like, wait, y'all listening to this? Like, you see what happened with Jaguar Wright just went on Piers Morgan and said what she said about Jay and Beyonce.
Facts.
You'll never see Jaguar Wright. You might not ever see Jaguar Wright on another major platform again in your life.
But
hello.
All right, but to keep it all right, but there is a precedent in hip hop where people say crazy shit in battle rap. They call people gay.
God bless. We lost Pac and Big behind a rap battle. Neither one of them ever used a pedophile word. Jay and Nas went at it. Neither one of them.
And even I told him this: if that
don't
shit
play
was
with that
true,
word, bro. That's something
Kendrick would have said who the girl was he was fucking with. Just like he lied about the other kid Drake had. Like, come on, man.
So what's your point about the
orchestrated hit, yo?
The pedophile, you can't call one of the biggest artists in the world a sex offender, and then the label pushed that record and pushed that message. They put millions of dollars behind that.
They would have sent a cease and desist, yo.
It's like, yo, bro, like y'all really,
like what?
Like y'all really pushed this message to try to defamate his character. And again, I don't know his business, but I'm more than certain that it affected some brands. Absolutely. And some people to kind of be like, yo, let this die because we don't know what's going on with this pedophile thing. Like, let's just kind of.
Especially after the Puff thing.
It didn't get as much traction, but did he not call Kendrick Lamar a wife beater and a abuser of women?
I think he posed the question: when you beat your girl, is because she's bigger than you?
Exactly. So that's calling him a abuser. I believe there's an actual case out on that happened in Vegas where he assaulted a female.
That they swept under the rug too for their financial.
I'm just saying, I think that this is out there.
So that wasn't just a bogus accusation.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I don't believe it was. And if it was, I think Drake's on the side of, yeah, but we didn't spend millions of dollars to push that message though.
Wrong is wrong, but like that,
it was a battle. I said some things. Cool. If it's not true, all right, great, good.
Yeah.
But I also didn't put $20-30 million behind this song into the DSPs and all of this, and then have Spotify take 30% less of a licensing fee to put this on.
Talk about that. What is that? Because even when Roy said that, I want to. Can you kind of just explain what does he mean by that? The 30% thing?
Because Lucian obviously is the biggest guy in the music business. Obviously, the DSPs and labels are one. So basically, it's insider trading.
They in cahoots with each other.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. So it's like you're gonna take. They wouldn't do that for any other artist. No other artist do they drop their 30% licensing fee and say, okay, whatever, put your music here. Like
just because they wanted to get it out there so much.
Yeah, they wanted to spread it.
Some of that business is above my pay grade, but like I said. What I'm standing on the side of, and again, I didn't speak to Drake about none of it. Well, I'm lying, I did, but I didn't speak to him in detail about what's happening. It's very surfaced. It's very like, let it all play out. People are gonna see.
Oh, you spoke to him recently.
Absolutely. All of this shit happening. I gotta hit my guy. Like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? But again, I don't speak about things that I speak with guys I know and people I know privately. I don't speak about it publicly.
Yeah.
But I just gotta.
Is he in good spirits?
He's in great spirits.
It seems like he's bothered.
No,
it seems that way.
It's gonna. Even if he goes out here and buys a new plane, people are like, oh, he did that because he mad.
Well, I mean, because he cut his hair, he's talking shit about D Rose. Then he told them cut the Weeknd's music off. He's making some moves that are questionable.
Yeah, but if I'm not fucking with you, don't play my options.
I embraced you when you were signed to the Raptors. I put my arms around you. The city embraced you partly because I embraced you, and I'm the biggest guy in the city.
That's a fact.
I embraced you. I showed you love when the Raptors traded you. You came to my house and was depressed and crying. Not, probably not physically crying, but you were hurt about being traded. And I was the guy that was there for you, telling you, listen, you're going to be good. The city's going to always love you. And now all of a sudden, somebody's calling me the worst thing you can call anybody, in my opinion, and worse than a snitch. I don't care about that snitch shit. A pedophile is way worse than that.
That's a fact.
So now they're calling me this. You from Compton, I understand that. Not saying you can't be a kid.
Yep.
But to stand in the video and dance on stage when he's calling me a pedophile,
took it too far.
It's like, bro, like
Like, what are we doing?
It's cool to be like, yo, Kendrick, you my man, but yo, Drake is my homie too, bro. I can't do this video, bro. I can't support this message.
That's a fact.
I can't do that.
And that's the craziest part about Not Like Us. It's through Kendrick, exclusive license to Interscope. They didn't even put the shit on this album. So how did that song become that big?
Why?
And why not then put the shit on the album that
Because I feel like Universal knew that this was coming.
Absolutely. So let's make this a standalone release. And let's act as if we have him independent when he's not. Shout to Wack. Wack was one of the first ones, even though from that side to call it. And then to not place it on this album, why?
I'm of the belief, again, I don't know. I'm just, we just kept getting this in real time. I think that Universal knew what was coming.
Absolutely.
Behind what they did with this record, and probably told. Now, I do believe a deluxe is coming. I do believe Kendrick is going to add more songs to the album. He may, put Not Like Us on there. I don't know. We're just speaking in real time.
Yeah.
But I believe it has something to do with this lawsuit. Why they probably was like, wait, hold up. Because if this song is on the album and there's a lawsuit behind this song, it may affect your entire project.
Yep.